That's my headline. Suburban homesteader. Good morning, YouTube. I just got out in the garage. I have not had time to be out here, but that's not your problem. I wanted to do the obligatory Father's Day gift thing. These are a handful of things that a DIY dad might want. Somebody tinkering in the garage, somebody that likes to work on vehicles, somebody that just likes to kind of, keep the homestead running. Suburban homesteader. I'm going to throw this together real quick. Just some cheap gifts. Yeah, they're not terribly cheap. This is it. Number one, a dog. Now, can't keep a guy and his dog apart. Alright, number one, real quick. A digital tester, a multimeter. This is just a Centec. You can get for like $3.99 at Harbor Freight. Heck, I think they almost have coupons sometimes where they're giving them away for free. But they're good to have. They do DC and AC. They make a lot nicer ones. There's probably Klein. I don't know, I got a lot of electrician friends, but I don't listen to them when they talk. Anyway, a multimeter. It can test an outlet if you have to switch out an outlet or a switch in your house. I use it a lot in my rentals. They're good to test like 12-volt batteries in your car. They're just, seriously, like $5. This is kind of a must-have. I do most all my work on my own, so I've kind of become comfortable with them. Earmuffs. But these are not just regular earmuffs like you would use at a shooting range. These are 3M work tunes. They're about $50. I picked these up at Menards, and you can get them with 11% off, and sometimes they're on sale, so you get around $40. But they are Bluetooth, so I can hook them up to my phone. I listen to podcasts and music and stuff like that. These are fantastic. They're great for mowing the lawn. A little more higher end, but if you're looking for a present for somebody who likes to work on cars, some sort of computer. This is just another Harbor Freight Zurich ZR13 OBD2. The OBD2 works from 1996 and up. I think it's the highest end one that Harbor Freight sells. I'm pretty happy with this. I've had a lot of success with it. It does have an ABS. You can actually get into the ABS system of some vehicles. And the SRS, the supplemental restraint, the airbags and stuff like that, and check things. I think it was about $300, and you can't even use the magical 20% off coupon. You plug it into the OBD slot, and you can find fault codes. It'll tell you what is wrong, which, if you're like me, every vehicle you own has got a fault code every 10 minutes. It will do battery tests, it will do alternator tests, which I ran this on my wife's Chrysler 200, and it had a bad alternator. That's a whole different... Don't make me get into that. This kind of steps up the game, but I would have to say a welder. I've got the old Lincoln AC 225 stick welder here. This has definitely got me through a handful of fixes. I think it's about $300. My wife got it for me a few years ago for Christmas, and it's definitely helped out. I love it. I like messing around with it. They say if you can learn how to stick welder that you'll be able to work a TIG welder or MIG welder or whatever a lot easier, because this is one of the more difficult things to work with. I don't have need for dropping the money on a MIG welder or getting the bottles of gas and everything. I don't do that much welding. It works good. It takes a lot of practice, but it's something nice to mess around with for $300. That being said, if you want to go on the cheap end of a welder, just pick this bad boy up at Harbor Freight. $89 it was. I have used these before, and they're not the greatest. If you go through YouTube videos, half the people trash these to no end. I've already got message on Instagram about how horrible this is and how horribly disappointed I will be, it was $89. I don't have the need for a complete MIG setup in here. I'm not a welder. But if you watch the video of the Ford Falcon bumper build that I did in here, it would have been nice to have this. It's a 110 volt flux core welder. I could plug this into an extension cord. I could have tack welded everything on the bumper, then brought it over here where I could weld, because moving the old tombstone here, it doesn't make any sense. So I got this to play around with. Like I said, half the people on YouTube say they're trash. Half the people on YouTube go, man, I can weld with them anytime. This is great. I wouldn't suggest this to somebody who's learning how to weld, but at the same time, if somebody has a rudimentary knowledge of welding but they don't have any setup in their garage and they'd like something, it's probably not a bad thing to start out with, because if you really want a good setup, I think you're looking at $1,000 as it is. I mean, this is a cheap entry level, you know, Harbor Freight, watch them when they're on sale, $89 is what I paid for it. Last but not least, if you've got a dad that likes to work in the garage, get him a bottle of bourbon. Preferably not a half-drink bottle of bourbon. You always got to have something sitting on your bench. So that's about it. Alright guys, I'll probably make another obligatory video of the unboxing of this, setting it up and trying to weld with it, and give it a review. So, okay guys, I hope this helped, and I will catch you on the next video.